Hey, 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 it's Monday and I'm Angie Rose with Angie Rose Health Coaching, and I'm here today to talk with you and motivate you with my Monday Mojo. So today, guys, I want to talk with you a little bit about the myth of balance. The myth of balance. So I call it a myth for a reason because every single person, that is their biggest goal, right? Is to be able to create balance within their life. But everybody's definition of balance is completely different. So we don't want to just box it into what balance looks like for somebody else. But we're going to talk about balance in general, as in aspects of your life like work-life balance, balanced diet. But I want to just share with you that in the process of trying to create balance, we actually kind of create a little chaos. Okay? So this shouldn't shock you or surprise you. If you think about any time and every time you've ever tried to do something new, it feels hard. It screws up your schedule. It feels like you're working harder than what you need to because it's not your new normal. We get very comfortable and very confident, even if we're not happy with the balance that we have. We've created some sort of balance in our life. So when we're adding in a new thing like, hey, I want to start working out or I want to start eating cleaner, it changes and disrupts what we're used to. Correct? I mean, you all know that, right? Like you decide you're going to go on a diet, but of course, Monday comes. Here's your Monday. I'm going to cut out all my junk food. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. I'm going to drink a gallon of water, and y'all try to do it all at the same time on the same day. And by Wednesday, every one of you are like, screw this. I'm just being honest. You really, truly are, because it's too hard, right? Because we're trying to change everything to create a new balance. So maybe it's things like beginning a new job. Maybe it's moving into a new place, a new apartment or a new home. Maybe it's doing remodeling. Oh my gosh, that's probably the worst thing for me. Like if I've done remodeling, we worked on a garage this year, which threw my whole yard out of whack all summer. And like my backyard is where I have my little pool or my big pool, and I relax. It's my little haven. And my haven was in chaos almost all summer. And then fall came and we got it lined up. So that was a little frustrating for me. But now it's gorgeous. And when summer comes or spring comes next year, I'm going to absolutely be able to love it because it looks like I want it to look. But to get to something new and to create balance in a new way, we have to disrupt what we know, and it is going to be a little harder. So I just need you to know that it's going to throw your idea of balance out the door for just a little bit, and that's absolutely okay. My encouragement to you is don't give up, because our goal is to get to the place where what we're doing that is new is going to be easy, and or maybe not easy, but it's going to be more normal for us after time. Okay, does that make sense? So when people say, I just want my life in balance, I think to myself when they come in and work with me, I think, well, we're going to create a little chaos before we get to balance. And once we get there and you get into that new movement, it's going to feel really good. Okay. But anytime we do something new, I need you to think about it. It's going to take a little extra energy. It might take a little more time because we have to learn the new thing. And that means we have to give less priority to some of those other things in our life. But pick and choose. Pick and choose where you want to spend your time. Is what you're shooting for that's going to create a little chaos in the moment be worth the big picture down the road because you have an ultimate goal? That's what I want you to think about, is a little chaos in the process is worth the ultimate goal of feeling more balanced in your eating, in your exercise, in your sleeping, whatever it may be. Okay? So figure out what's important to you and what really matters. And if it is, I mean, we hear the saying all the time, nothing comes easy, right? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. It's not always going to be easy. But what I want you to remember, it's going to be worth it. And that's the reality of it. So think about this as you're moving into this new season of trying something new, doing something new. This is not about perfection, guys. It is not about perfection. Instead, it is about prioritizing and understanding what's important to you right now. Okay? Because this is the thing. It might be hard right now, but I hear this with most of my clients. Like the first few weeks, they're like, what did I get myself into here? And then about 3 to 4 weeks in, they're like, I got this. I can do this. It's because we have to do things over and over and over again to make it easier, to become more balanced and feel more in control of it, okay? So what I want to tell you in this season is don't be too hard on yourself because it doesn't look perfect and completely in balance immediately, okay? That's the reality of growth and change and stepping into who you're created to be. It's going to cause a little friction, maybe a little chaos. It may feel chaotic to you or out of control, but remind yourself you are worth it. What you're going after is worth it, and you will see the big picture down the road. So I hope that I did not destroy the idea of balance. I just want to destroy the myth that we're going to get there immediately once we do everything right away. We want to work our way to it. And if you're in the middle of that, feel the friction, feel the chaos, but breathe and remind yourself, I got this. All right, guys, that is what I've got for you this week. I'm looking so forward to some things coming up. I am working on a monthly bundle that will be coming out hopefully at the end of October called Healthy, Happy Hormones. And I'm very excited to bring this bundle to you that you guys are going to be able to get with exclusive teaching, exclusive content, and just some really great things to help you with your hormones, whether it's PCOS, whether it's menopause, whether it's just heavy periods. I mean, us as women, all of us are somewhere in that cycle. Okay? All of us are somewhere. So this will pertain to all of you. So be on the lookout for that. That's coming up here hopefully in the next few weeks. I'm working really hard to get all that put together. Also, exercise classes. So I know that on my website, and as we've talked about it, our cardio classes are called Kicking Cardio. Talks about drum sticking. Right now we're not doing any drumsticks. Miss Angie figured out that it's giving me tennis elbow and I can't do it. So if you all feel like you ain't got no rhythm and that's why you haven't taken the class for cardio, you don't have an excuse anymore. We are doing some HIIT classes, which are very modifiable, which are going to help you move, get your heart rate up, build that heart, and lose weight. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, that was Mondays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're doing strength training and again, very modifiable for you to figure out what works best for you. I teach you the moves, show you form, but we're doing it in a group setting with music, which makes it a little funner, and we have a great time. Honestly, we really truly do. That class is at 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. It's $5 per class. If it's your first class, you can call the office and say, hey, first class, Angie's going to give this to me for free, but you got to show up. You don't show up, you lost your first class for free, okay? But we do $5 classes, or you can buy a punch card of 10 classes for $40, which means you get 2 classes for free. We have a good time. We laugh, we work hard, we walk out of here feeling like we accomplished something, and I promise I can make it modifiable for you, okay? So if you have any questions, you can definitely call the office at 308-850-2419. Would love for you to join us. Otherwise, figure out what the next thing is you're working on. Realize balance is going to take a little bit of time, but you got to start somewhere. Have an amazing week. We'll talk to you next Monday. Bye.